Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brock Page, and if you want to save yourself some time, check out my picks for this video in the description section below. Once again, I'm not a sports betting expert, I'm just a fan. I went 8-7 on the picks for my last NBA broadcast. That said, let's go ahead and get into it. Our first game, Portland at Charlotte. Against the spread, I like Charlotte -4, and so does 72% of the bettors. On the total points, I like the under 218, and on the money line, I'm taking Charlotte laying 200. Charlotte's a solid 9-6 as the home favorite, while Portland's covered just 5 of 15 as the road underdog. Charlotte's games have gone under the line in 3 of their last 4. Once again, I like Charlotte laying 4, the under 218, Charlotte -200. Next game, Toronto at Philadelphia. Against the spread, I like Philadelphia +6. On the total points, I like the over 209. And on the money line, I like Toronto winning this one outright. Philly's covered an impressive 73% when the line's between 4 and 7, while Toronto's covered just 5 of 10 as the official road favorite. On a lighter note, the Raptors have gone over the line in 4 of their last 5. Once again, I like Philadelphia +6, the over 209, Toronto on the money line. Next game, Memphis at Washington. Against the spread, I like Washington -2.5. On the total points, I like the under 205.5. And on the money line, I'm taking Washington laying 150. Washington's impressively covered nearly 70% of their games at or around the current spread, while Memphis has covered just 42% against teams playing around 500 ball. Speaking of Memphis, their games have gone under the total posted points in 3 of their last 4. Once again, I like Washington -2.5, the under 205.5, Washington laying 150. Next game, Milwaukee at Houston. Against the spread, I like Milwaukee +8.5. On the total points, I like the under 229. And on the money line, I like the heavily favored Houston Rockets winning this one outright at home. Houston has been downright impressive straight up and against the spread, but has only covered 3 out of 8 games at the current spread. Meanwhile, the Milwaukee Bucks match up well plus the points, as Houston's failed to cover in 3 of their last 4. Both teams have gone under the line in just 1 of their last 5. So I'm just gambling on the total points in this one. Gotta have some fun every once in a while. Once again, I like Milwaukee +8.5, the under 229, Houston on the money line. Next game, OKC at Golden State. Great matchup. Against the spread, I like OKC +13. On the total points, I like the under 226. And on the money line, I'm taking Golden State laying 1,300. Surprisingly, Golden State's covered just 18 of 41 this year as the favorite due to those remarkably high spreads. This game is no exception. On the other side, OKC's gone 23-19 overall against the spread, and they've successfully covered in 5 of their last 7. I like OKC against the spread, but going into their 4th game of their road trip against the Warriors, who've won 8 out of their last 9, it's tough to see them picking up a W here. Once again, OKC +13, the under 226, Golden State laying 1,300. Next and final game, Indiana at Sacramento. Against the spread, I like Indiana +1.5. On the total points, I like the over 213. And on the money line, I'm taking the underdog, Indiana Pacers, to win outright. Indiana's won 6 of their last 7 by an average of nearly 10 points. In addition to that, they've covered the spread in 5 of their last 7. Meanwhile, Pacer games have gone over the line in 10 of their last 12. Once again, Indiana +1.5, the over 213, Indiana on the money line. Well, folks, that's going to do it for me. Once again, I have to remind you that I am not an expert, nor do I implore you to take any of my picks. If for some reason you decide to use the information on this program, you're utilizing it at your own discretion. Most importantly, if you're betting any of these games, do it safe, do it responsibly, and most important, have fun. For Brock Page Predictions and Sports Picks, I'm Brock Page, and have yourself a positive day.